Hey everybody, it's Kevin Duffy of the Boston Herald here with Guregian, Patriots beat columnist. Week 1 has arrived pretty quickly. We got 4 days until the Steelers come to Gillette and play the Patriots. You know, it's probably one of the strongest rosters in the NFL that the Patriots have, which we could say at this time of year pretty much every season. There are some players that we don't quite know what we're going to get from them, though, and I think for the Patriots to get back into that 12-4, 13-3 range, they're going to need to get some things from guys like Demaryius Thomas, like Josh Gordon, who hasn't played since Week 16 last year. Karen, who are you looking forward to watching, and what do you think those players need to do to put the Patriots in a good position?
Well, there's quite a few, but actually I'm going to start on defense. And Kyle Van Noy actually today on the radio thought Michael Bennett was going to have a career season. Now, Michael Bennett is 30-plus years old. He's been in the NFL for a long time, but now he's predicting like he's going to be out of sight sacking quarterbacks. Well, guess what? That's exactly what the Patriots are going to need him to do.
Yeah, I think he's one of the most important players on their defense because they don't have another player like him on the defensive line. For mine, I will stick on defense as well. This player, J.C. Jackson, is in a very loaded cornerbacks group, so they can get by and probably be pretty good even if J.C. Jackson doesn't have a breakout year. But if he does, you're looking at Gilmore, Jackson, Jason McCourty can play against number 2, sometimes number 1 receivers. Jonathan Jones, really great slot corner. I think that would be the best position group in the NFL in terms of cornerbacks. And J.C. Jackson, he's a very physical player. Last year against Pittsburgh, he held Juju Smith-Schuster to 4 catches on 10 targets for, I believe, like 48 yards. Can he take that second-year leap? It's the second year in the program. He has all the physical ability in the world. It's a matter of if he can just build on what he did last season. If he does, him and Gilmore can be just a devastating combo.
Totally agree. I'm now going to flip to the offense.
Okay.
And I'm going to flip to another second-year player. Another very important player to the offense, Sony Michel. We saw him really come on in the second half of the year last year, mostly in the postseason. I don't think they win a Super Bowl without his production. Obviously, he has knee problems. Those aren't going to go away, but I think what we saw in the one game he did participate in this preseason, I think we saw a little more from Sony Michel.
In 16 games last year, that's including the playoffs, he had 1,267 rushing yards and 12 touchdowns. So that's basically a Pro Bowl 16-game season. But there were some things that I felt he could have improved on. He didn't. Yeah. He basically gave them nothing in the passing game. He came into the league as known as kind of a big play threat, but he didn't really generate many big plays at all.
Yeah, he wasn't explosive
I agree
at
with
all.
you. This preseason, if you watch Michel and then you watch Damian Harris, the rookie they drafted out of Alabama, Michel clearly is the more explosive back. I think he's absolutely the number 1 back in the backfield. If he's healthy, he should be getting the ball 18 to 20 times a game. They'll mix in Rex Burkhead. James White will have his usual role. But if Michel stays healthy, I think there's no way he doesn't have a huge season.
Yeah.
And the last player we will do, actually I'll cheat and we'll do 2 players. I mentioned at the top, Josh Gordon and Demaryius Thomas. I think you just got to get something from either one of those guys. Not necessarily both, but if you have Edelman, James White, and either Demaryius Thomas or Josh Gordon giving you consistent production week in, week out, I think that's enough for the Patriots offense to get by, especially with the running attack they have. For Gordon, we saw it last year, so he's more of a known commodity. Demaryius Thomas looked great in that 4th preseason game. That was against some third stringers for the Giants, so let's see coming off the Achilles if he can do it in the regular season.
Yeah, I agree, totally. And I say it till I'm blue in the face. I mean, you had Gronk last year and many years before that. The importance of Gronk in the offense, aside from the fact that he was the best tight end in the league, was it gave some balance. It gave defenses someone else to focus on beyond Julian Edelman. Now, if none of these players, whether it's Gordon or Thomas, can establish themselves, defenses can just take away Julian Edelman. And if you take Julian Edelman away from Tom Brady, it's going to be pretty tough.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we will wrap it up there. We'll have all the coverage from Patriots Steelers on bostonherald.com. Thank you for watching.